definitely not here.
Um, I think context is important here for this sort of
Mm,
little quit. I don't necessarily have
right.
my own classroom, so it's like those shared sort of
Yeah,
environments, which
great
helps me, I
point.
guess, in regards to this question. I don't need to deck out my classroom because I don't have a classroom. But if I was to have my own sort of full time classroom, I still wouldn't be coming in the holidays to deck it up. Personally speaking, my holiday, especially the big break, is just for me to be on break. Look, if you did want to make your space your own in the few days before when we have professional development, when you've got a bit of time to settle in, definitely, I would say, look at your seating plans, your arrangements, and all those sorts of things, and I would get those things sorted. But um, I know you're definitely the opposite to me because I remember when you first came in, and I'm sure you're going to share a little bit now as to your sort of perspective on this. But yeah, look, me, I'm more on the other hand where it's just like just the basics and the simple things, and making sure you have intentional rest during your break. So yeah, I live by that there.
Yeah,
So a quit for me.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's good. I think there's no right or wrong with this one. I think it's totally on personal preference. I think you raised an excellent point. A lot of schools now are moving towards shared classrooms, so it's not as big of a thing as it used to be. I know when I, started working at the school that we worked at, I had gone from sharing rooms and had finally gotten my own
Mm,
room. And so
mm,
it was really special to me to make it a room that I wanted to be in. Maybe selfishly, I think like I want it to look nice for me. Hopefully, it looks good for the kids too.
yeah,
But for me, as a visual person and somebody who feels very much in the environment, I do like it to look a certain way. I like it to be airy. I like it to be bright. So, I mean, definitely the first time I decked out my classroom, I spent a couple of days in the week before. I think as you spend years and years in your classroom, you probably don't
yeah,
need to come in the entire day, right? You might be doing a
yeah,
little
yeah,
touch up here or there, but yeah, sometimes it's nice to just come in that week before. And usually, actually, I use it as a way to force my brain to be like, see,
mm,
look, your room is here. You're going to come back
yeah,
next week, get
yeah,
into gear, get all your stuff, your lessons, everything organized. So for me, it's often like a nice physical reminder of, okay, we're going to start the new year, get to
yeah,
work, open your laptop, do what you got to do. So
yeah,
I'd
yeah,
be really interested to hear what people think and
mm,
maybe how many schools are shifting towards the shared classroom spaces, which
yeah,
are, pros and cons to both variations, I think.
yeah.
But yeah, this is
I
definitely, I think,
think
one of those things very dependent on the person. Hmm.